When it comes to car tires, safety and performance go hand in hand. Jim Uliano is the Vice President of Marketing for Town Fair Tire and is here with some tips to keep you safe while you're on the road. This is great, Jim, because it's summer travel season. A lot of people are out and about. But first, tell me a little about Town Fair Tire. I know it's the largest discount tire dealer
in New England.
In the New England area.
We have 85 stores in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Mass, New Hampshire, and Maine. We've been in business since 1966, and we pride ourselves on taking care of the customer.
All right. Now, just how important is it to have your tires aligned?
You should have the car tires aligned at least once a year, or according to the owner's manual, 12,000 miles or once a year. It's very important because having the tires properly aligned will give you increased tread life and give you better gas mileage also, especially with the price of gas it is today.
And every time I drop my car for service, they say I should rotate the tires. I don't really know why I'm doing this, but I know it's probably a good idea.
Well, yes, the front-wheel drive cars wear out tires faster than the rear-wheel drive cars. So consequently, when you rotate your tires on a regular basis, every 5,000 to 8,000 miles, the tires will wear evenly. So when you do need to replace tires, you'll be replacing all four, which will give you better handling and better traction and a smoother ride.
All right, well, how do we know when we do need to replace the tires?
You can usually tell by the way the tires are being worn. They usually either showing wearing on the edge, or else if you rub your hand across tires, you feel cupping or scalloping. That's an indication that the vehicle is out of alignment and it needs to be realigned. All
right, and there's also a penny trick. Tell me about that, because that's pretty cool.
Okay, well, that's an old misnomer that's been around for many years. If you take the head of a penny, stick it in the tire tread. If the tread is covering Lincoln's head, it means the tires have at least 230 seconds. But a more accurate way is with a tread depth gauge, and these can be bought at any auto supply store, and this will measure the tread depth down to a 30-second. If it reads less than 230 seconds, the tires have to be replaced.
I love that. That's easy. Let's talk about air pressure. Same idea, more or less, right?
Yes. Well, most new cars have what they call the TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. And you probably, if you have a later new car, you see that the light comes on, and it means you have low air pressure. You still have to check your air pressure at least once a month, because when the light comes on, it means that you've lost 25% of your air.
Okay.
And it's good to invest in a tire gauge, which would be bought at any auto parts supply store for $4 or $5. And the air pressure should be checked at least once a month when the tires are cold or not being driven on.
Okay, we had some pictures up on the screen.
Yes.
Maybe you could explain that a little further for us, if we could pop those back up.
Okay, the first picture there, the one in the middle, that is a tire that's perfectly inflated with the proper amount of air.
In the middle?
Yes.
Okay.
The one to the left of that is a tire that's underinflated. You can see how the shoulders are reaching the ground and the tread itself is up. And the one on the right-hand side, the edges are up, and that means the tire is overinflated.
Now the car will drive differently?
To drive differently, handle it differently, you won't get a smooth ride, nor the performance out of the vehicle.
Got it. All right, now how does this differ from inflation?
Okay, inflation, you can see, that the inflation on the top picture on the left, that's a tire that's underinflated, the one on the right is overinflated.
All right, let's go back to alignment for a minute.
Yes.
Because when we're talking about alignment, your car kind of pulls one way or the other, right?
If the car pulls to the left or the right, or if you're getting a bouncing sensation in the steering wheel, it's usually the car is out of alignment.
And how often does it have to be fixed?
It should be done at least once a year, or according to the owner's manual, sometimes even 12,000 miles.
Well, you have such great answers, Jim. You know everything here. And I guess how often should we check the pressure in the tires?
Air pressure should be checked at least once a month. Like I said, it should be done when the vehicle is not being driven, because when you drive a vehicle, tire heats up and the air pressure heats up, and it gives you a wrong reading.
And I suppose this would make a difference if you drive more, if you have a longer commute in the morning, if you travel extra miles.
The air pressure should be checked also before you take a long trip.
Okay. Good thought. All right, tell me about the exciting things happening. You guys are going to be at a lot of shows.
We do a lot of shows throughout the course of the year. We're going to be at the Stafford Motor Speedway, Thompson Speedway. We just came back from Lime Rock Park. Last weekend we'll be up there again for the Vintage Fall Festival, and we'll be back at Loudon at the NASCAR racetrack. And at these tracks, we're passing out these little brochures that says, "Be tire smart, play your part." That's pressure, alignment, rotation, and tread. And it even has Lincoln's head on the back of the picture there as a good safety reminder how to check your tread
Jim,
depth.
I think I'm going to take this from you. This is very
Sure.
handy. All right. We could find a complete listing on townfairtire.com.
Yep.
Let's put that information up there. Of course, if you have any tire questions, you could find info there as well. Jim, thank you so much for answering this. This is great.
My pleasure. Thank you.